Always remember to be you and stay true. Bye.
Aneno nyako moro kae nyinge nga Atoti. To bende onyalo mielo ngoma nyinge nga Atoti. To be onyalo miel koda nyinge nga Atoti. Atoti sudi kai mondi miel koda. Yawa Atoti sudi kai monda miel kodi. Atoti lovely deadly nyako ni iromo wiya.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Jean. And thank you so much for coming back to my YouTube channel. And if you're new, please make sure you subscribe because I have very nice content, I'd like to think. And today I'm back with a special guest once again.
I'm special again. Hi, Sandy. Hello.
I'm joined by Sandy. Hey, and to whomever it may concern and to whomever does not know, Sandy has been a model for 9 years. Is it 9 years?
8 going on 9. It will be 9 in January.
Imagine if I give you all this knowledge that I have and it's only been like 3 years. Now imagine how much knowledge she has.
Triple knowledge.
Whew.
Now we're putting it together. Yes. But I feel like even though yours is 3 and mine is 9, I started modeling when modeling was not so big in Kenya.
Okay.
There was not even, like, plus size was not a name. People didn't know where to categorize me. But you've come into modeling when modeling is at full swing.
Okay.
So your 3 years, I feel like, is equal to mine.
Could be equivalent, but you obviously now have even more experience because you've been there since.
I've been, guys, like I've been.
Wow. So first of all, before we even get into this week's topic, which is how to land modeling auditions and how to keep landing them once you've landed them, / how to look at an audition, you know, the whole shabam. What's it like being a plus size model in Kenya?
First of all, look at those hips.
I'm going to insert a full size body photo of her.
It's great. I remember I started my first ever modeling thing was when I was in class 5. My man signed me up. There's a thing called Trendy Kids. Upper two Westlands at the mall. They used to sign kids, then over the holiday we go for these two tiny things, and I enjoyed it so much. Yeah. But then I had a tomboy phase, so I was like, screw.
I don't want to.
Yeah, I was like, dresses. And then I went, after high school, I went back into it because I remember I used to flip through, because I've always loved fashion. And I used to flip through magazines, and I don't see anyone who looks like me. I'm like, why? I'm not cute. What is this? Who are these? And like, I wanted to see pear-shaped girls, taller girls, shorter girls. And there was this time when if you wanted to be an international model, you had to look like Kina Ajumana Senyana. Those like bald and very dark skin. There was just an African aesthetic.
Okay.
That's the one they wanted. But I was like, we come in all, like and I'm still African.
Like, yes, they're very beautiful, but I don't look like that.
So I was like, I want a girl to flip through a magazine and be like, wow, someone who looks like me, that means I'm pretty, and I could try it out. So that's how I started, and then I was just like, here I am.
And living. A lot of the time I get questions on my Instagram, not off topic because we're talking about modeling, and people ask me whether being a plus size model, are you favored, not referring to you particularly, but do you think it's easier for you because you're light skinned?
I think so.
Yeah?
Yeah. I used to be oblivious of it in the beginning. Because when I started modeling, I remember my first big show was Nairobi Fashion Market. If you were modeling in 2012, you know that was a big show. It was like the Samantha of that time.
I was still in school.
Okay, the people who are above the age of 16
guys
who are watching this know that NFM was it was the biggest high fashion show, and it used to happen during the day. It was a 3-day event at Ngong Race Course. It was so cute. And entrance was only 3 sok, but like the models were paid well. I was like, aish. I remember when I finished, I got my salary like this. I bought a pink phone. I've never. I was like,
pink phones were so easy.
Aish, please. So, like when I started out, I didn't realize I was booking gigs because at first people didn't know where to place me. So they're like, hey, your hips are wide. They pick me. Then I've ever been picked for a show and they measured my hips and they're like, baby, bye. Like your hips are too wide.
Because also you have a very good figure, so someone can't quite notice.
Thanks, but who's talking? Memoir, insert full body pic of Jean right here. So and I photograph small apparently. So now when they see me, they're like, you're small. Then they measure my hips, they're like, So now, at the beginning they would reject me. Then eventually they started taking me. When plus size modeling became a big thing, people are doing it in New York fashion. They're like, oh, we want plus size models.
But I didn't realize it was only me. That are not
one. There was a girl called Max who used to model when I started modeling,
and she was the only dark one.
And I was always booking. And then I have also another friend called Rahel who are exactly the same measurements. So if we go, she's Ethiopian. So if we go for a shoot she's
favored first, and then you second.
Her then me. Even there's a time she got the job and then she got another job, so she had to drop out. And the only person they could pick was me because I fit exactly into everything. So it was either her, because her or me. And I didn't notice. I was like, hey, we must be good. It's only us. Then I was like, wait, there's darker skinned girls who come and they don't pick them. Then I realized my life.
Start picking dark models, like, basically.
Yeah, I'm like, you can't incorporate plus models and then
a certain even for normal sized models. But I feel
like
now for the really slim models, they want you to be bald and dark, like
exactly. Now if you're small, you have to be like that. But then
even the two
like, see, we come in all shapes, sizes, colors, like shouldn't matter.
Let's swing into the video. Thank you for that backstory. And anything else you'd like to say?
Pressure. There's a time when all casting call text used to say looking for light skin.
Even for promos, have you done promos?
I have. I did one and I was like, I'm never going back.
You did just one?
Yeah. It was not nice.
I have done promos for such a long.
Yeah.
Hiyo si job ya kuenjoy, my sister. Hiyo si ya kuenjoy. Hiyo si ya kuenjoy.
The money.
Hiyo ni ya kumeka livelihood. Like I've done so many promos.
A lot of the times when I talk about light skin. Kitambo, it used to be looking for light skin. There's even a casting manager who's notorious for only picking light skin. And so many people know him in the industry. I know you know who I'm talking about when you say that. So just stop it.
Yeah, we all need that bag. We all need those opportunities, that experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, so anyway, jumping right into it, we're going to talk a little bit.
It's tea I'm drinking, guys. Nobody is high.
Whiskey.
Wow.
Whiskey in a teacup. So we're going to be talking a little bit to you guys about how we've managed to land a few of the jobs that we've managed to land so far.
By we mean her, because she lands 900 jobs per week.
I wish. Singapore, Nairobi. And how to look while attending a casting.
Okay.
A casting for a job. So firstly, let's talk about how to look while attending a casting, because that's a little bit narrower, and then we'll go into the others.
Okay.
So for me, firstly, I'd like to say for castings, if it's a runway casting, I'm going to put both a photo of yours and mine of how you're supposed to look. So either you're supposed to be in the white vest, black vest, or tube top or tank top, whatever you want to wear, make it black.
Yeah.
Bralette, kitu tu unataka, but it's black or white, preferably black, and then also black tights or very nice fitting skinnies, high waist. Those are the things that
accentuate.
High waist, or dark or blue. But I'm more of a black on black. What are you?
I like black on black. Some posters write wear a white vest or wear blue jeans. I don't know why. But if that's
how they want it, don't be like, I was told we should wear black on black. Jean told me, please.
Like, Jean, you told me and I didn't get them.
Follow instructions.
Yes. But if they don't have the brief, then you're always safe black on black.
Black on black with black heels, either the closed ones or strappy.
Or new ones.
Photo.
A peak, because I'm as if you have to sort it. Sponsorship, paid partnership with.
Those are all lies. That is it for runway modeling. Yes. So for commercial, a lot of the time you're also given a brief of what to wear. If you're told come looking fancy, come looking classy, come looking like a teenager, come looking sportish, just do those things,
Yeah.
Because it also goes a long way.
The business suit.
Exactly. We can't see your body. Yeah. We can't see your body.
That's what they want to see. So even if you've sent a portfolio that maybe you're wearing like fit workout clothes or whatever, just wear it as well.
Exactly.
Look the part.
And even for those commercial modeling auditions, one thing that I actually ever learned the hard way, and it was a hard way because literally I was shortlisted and we were the two of us, and literally the client told me, you aren't chosen because from what you wore, weren't able to tell what kind of body you have. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine
See,
that?
they could have found out when they styled you a man.
Oh no. I want your time. I want your time. Yeah. Mimi, awezi niona wewe wanakuona. We move. And it's not even that they care about what body you have, etc., but they just want to know what we're working with. You know, whether you're big, small, it doesn't matter, but it's just able to show.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can find. Oh, actually, I was wearing that off-shoulder top that I wore for the Mama Rocks vlog, and here it's like bulky. So it's not fitting. Since then, whenever I go for an audition, if you guys ever watch my behind the scenes on Instagram, I make sure that I wear something that is fitting. And fitting doesn't mean indecent. Yeah, you wear your nice dress and it's fitting. It's accentuating your curves. It makes you look the best possible you can, Yeah. And because it's fitting doesn't mean you have to look ratchet. You can look very classy, very nice, but it's fitting so that it can show
Like your body type, even your body size.
And I had to learn that the hard way.
Where?
And also for other things like promotional modeling, if you're doing promo, just go looking good always, you know.
For those, you can wear makeup, right?
Yes, even for commercial castings, you can wear makeup. Like what I have on right now is my basic commercial modeling audition makeup.
Okay.
I usually go very natural, but I try to
do a little something.
Yeah, I always do brows, I always do foundation,
and
I'll do lipstick either nude or red depending on what kind of audition it is, but nude is such a safe color.
Even if it's like a corporate shoot, you're supposed to be like a bank manager or whatever.
If you're supposed to, it's supposed to be something that you're supposed to look natural. I feel like you can never go wrong with brows, foundation, and a nice nude lipstick. Yeah, and for now, the promotional modeling also, just go looking really nice. Even if it's jeans, a very nice top and heels,
it'll work. And
it
like
will work.
Leather jacket or something.
Yeah,
that's your look. That's like a uniform. Like
that
that
is jeans. That is me always. I have there's this one jeans that I wear.
But you have so many pairs of jeans.
There's this one particular one.
That's the one. Yes. When people see they're like, jean has arrived.
Yeah, so that is how to go for the casting.
Jeans.
And once you arrive, that could be my lucky jeans. You arrive, it helps that much more if you already look how you're supposed to look, you know.
So look the part, for sure.
Look the part. That is on how you're supposed to dress for the auditions. If it's a runway audition, I don't know whether we said already, if you're told to be natural, be natural. From your hair,
if they say
no makeup, no makeup.
Yeah,
like, since we can see with your brows, we can see that
some
powder.
people have makeup lashes and I'm like,
no makeup, you lashes.
Unless you've microbladed, don't even do this.
You can pass with this if you like tie it back. You can literally tie it back and like do a band so that it's natural and just be like, it's just blown dry, you know. But I can't literally go with this wig. They'll be like, no, take it off. Literally, I've seen people undoing their lines at castings. They're like, take it off. Literally, like even when I go for castings, I take off my belly piercing, everything
as natural as possible.
Yeah.
Don't go with these nails like neons, do what? If you can help it, just more this big.
Yes,
super big.
That's
so
why
she already spoke about looking the past, which is what I wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
But then another thing, like a sub note of that, is actually go for castings, and I'm guilty of this because I.
Oh my god! I'm always calling Sandy for castings.
She's always. I keep look at my text. So when I see Ginny, and then I'm like,
you see a long message.
I'm like, oh. So I read it, and then I'm like, hey, this brief looks like. I always make an excuse to not go, and I'm trying to do better, but I'm not actually doing better.
Yeah,
I really dislike open castings.
You have to go for the castings because that is where the jobs are. I know.
And then me, I'm like, Jean, you stay booked. Yeah, because I stay casting.
Exactly.
But me, I'm just like, if it's a closed casting, I'll go.
It's a lot of the time people ask me, how do you get jobs? Like, I called you for this audition and you didn't come.
Now you're asking me.
You have to actually literally go, because I think some of my best jobs I've gotten from open castings.
Yeah.
Like, you literally bahatisha and you're at the verge of, if I don't audition the next 10 minutes, I'm going home. Those 10 minutes pass, like, I'm already here. Let me just do it. And you get it. Wow. Me, no matter what, audition for a mom, audition for other than young teenager, young lady, me, I'm there. You
just dress the part to look more
exactly.
Like that.
If it's audition for a mom, I'll wear a more elegant dress, something make me look older. You know, you can do your hair in a way that will make you look older when it's tied back.
Exactly, like with a low band.
But me, my motto is, I'll never disqualify myself. The client has to disqualify me. You know, because when you don't go, you disqualified yourself.
You have zero chances.
You have zero chances. But when you go, you have that 50% chance.
Yeah.
So that's what I always tell people. Not people, there's not many people. A few people.
There's many people. I'm sure people ask you and like, oh, you booked this.
I'm like, man,
so actually go for casting. Don't be like Sandy, go for casting.
Be like Jean. Going for castings is so important. And on that note of going for castings, now since we've already spoken about how to look, we'll just pick a little bit on how we've landed a few jobs and how you can keep trying and what you can do in order to land a job.
Okay.
Yeah, so on that note of going for castings, whenever you see these things on social media, imagine I got my first runway like that, imagine.
From socials?
Easy messages on WhatsApp, looking for models, try those messages looking for models when companies post their pages. Like, you get so many things from social media. My first ever runway I got from WhatsApp. La Elegant was from social media. I don't know, a couple of things Afropos is from social media, but they
Wow.
reached out to me. Like
Yeah.
social media. And don't always wait for someone to come to you. You go to them.
Like, knock, knock. Do you want work? It doesn't work like
Exactly,
that.
because one thing that I realized, I think I saw it on someone's video or something, was imagine they don't know you. You know them, but they don't know you.
Wow.
You know, yeah, they don't know
do
you.
you think they're just waiting because
Yeah.
Sunny is so special? They'll
They
come
don't
to
know
her.
you. They actually do not know you. So you have to
Make
go to
yourself
them because
known.
you know them,
Yeah.
but they don't know you. So send proposals. Send
By the way,
proposals.
send. I
Yeah.
saw there's a time Nancy Moy was saying she used to send 10 proposals a day. I was like, 10.
Even Joan said she used to send like 6, and Itandero used to physically bake cakes and take to people to sample for free,
Wow.
so that they can know her work. And then you are there sitting.
You are sitting.
You've
you're
never
like,
done a
I'm
modeling
amazing.
job, but you're
They'll
waiting.
find me. It doesn't work like
It
that.
will never happen. It will never
You have
happen.
to work hard.
Like a lot of the time, people tell me on social media, "Oh, you book so many jobs." Me, I'm ever sending proposals. Like if you check my DMs. And one more thing after sending a proposal or actually getting a job from someone is following up.
Yeah.
You know the importance of following up. Yes, I
So
did
don't
that.
just send and leave it.
Exactly. Me, I'll send a proposal in the event that it's a proposal to someone I've never worked with before.
Mhm.
Once I've
You
sent
want
the
them to get
proposal, they'll be like, "Oh, I'll get back to you." Best believe 1 week later I'll be like, "Hi, I just wanted to follow up
make a
on my
follow-up.
former etc. And then if they go back to, we'll get back to you again. The next week,
You get back to
me,
them.
I'm the queen
They'll
of
just be like,
following up.
so either they give you like a
Exactly.
straight no or you get the job. This-
Or
yeah,
even
what's
if
it?
it's someone that you've worked with before, after some time I'll be like, "I loved working with you, I would love to work with you again."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you just reminded them that you exist.
Exactly.
I
It's
like
so
that
important
because
to do
you know
that.
we assume it's human nature to be selfish. You think someone is thinking of you like, I see,
Yeah.
I've worked with her before. She knows I'm a model. She'll hit me up.
Yeah.
But there's so many other models she's worked with.
Exactly.
Or-
So many others.
So,
Some
why
are
should
better
she
than
remember
you,
you?
sadly. Some have a better
Remind
personality
them.
than you and are more like a better time to work with.
Yeah.
Even the agencies
Why?
I work with, I always check up on them and I'm like, "Hi, I just wanted to ask whether there are any auditions coming up." I always do that.
And that's how you stay remembered. And that's my third point as well. Mine says prompt the client. So it's like a spin-off of what Jean is saying. Remind the client, you send the proposal, reach out. But then on top of that, like you might want to work with a brand and you feel like they're so out, you're so out of touch with them. Like, hey,
Yeah,
will this
they're
brand
unreachable.
hey, would they ever notice me? They wouldn't want to work with me. They would like, maybe you're a nano influencer and you're like, hey, maybe
No,
they,
this is
they
maybe
want
something
micro.
more of social media.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yes, especially with social media. Even fashion brands, sometimes it's worked for me.
Ooh,
So-
tell us which one?
The fashion brand, you know yourself. So you can prompt them. Like if I want to work with Jean, and Jean is a brand, and
I sell earrings.
you sell earrings, and I'll buy Jean's earrings and I'll
And
tag.
tag.
And
Yeah.
I'll be like, oh, looking cute in these Jean earrings, da 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 at Jean.
Oh my
and,
god,
and
finish
she,
that and then I'll tell you something on that.
And she might click the Jean, and actually she was like, hey, who is this who mentioned me? Repost.
Yeah.
First of all, she's just reposted me,
And then
so I'm going to get
and
engagement
and
from
I'll
her
check
people.
your page.
Then she'll check. She'll be like, hey, who's this
Hey,
looking so
because
cute
she's
in
a
my
model.
earrings? She's a model. Let me
Exactly.
now pay her to now model me, and it's worked for me. I
Yeah?
think 5 times so far.
Wow.
With content and with fashion modeling, so you can prompt the client into seeing you.
Yeah.
Because like they don't spend their whole day looking at social media.
Exactly,
like, hey, Jean,
especially the
tag me.
older clients don't even have that time.
But if you tag, their social media content creator would see you. So even if they don't reach out and let's say someday you send a proposal, they'll be like, why is this name so familiar? Oh, she's the girl who tagged us on this or mentioned us or DM'd us that one time. So you can prompt the client. I'm not saying that now do free work, now take a whole portfolio, take all your money to
But
buy
a lot
their
of the time,
clothes.
I've even had Joan saying that for social media, that she's made that mistake of a lot of the time before. She used to send proposals to people she's never worked with, and she found out that maybe that's the reason they don't take it up.
Yes.
And then she started going more of that route of, if this is the brand I'm eyeing, I'll do this, I'll buy the product, I'll
Yeah,
tag
you
them
align
here and
yourself
there.
to
I'll
that
mention
brand.
them here and there, you know. So actually, as I was saying, there's something I wanted to say on those lines. There's a brand I've actually worked with, and that's how it came about. There's a friend of mine who used to model for them. Hey, Bolivia. So
Hi.
Bolivia used to model for Soldada.
Uh-huh.
She does African bags, etc. So there's a time they had a giveaway, and Bolivia posted it, and I entered that giveaway and won a really cute bag.
Yeah.
So from there, when she sent me the bag, I was like, by the way, I'm a model and I'd love to model for you. And guess what happened?
She
I
modeled for
her.
Soldada. So it's not
And I
just
modeled with
speaking to
Bolivia.
Don't just speak it into existence.
You
do
have
something
to do
about
something.
it actively.
Because
What
yes,
have you
you'll be
done
like,
towards
oh my
it?
god, I hope when she sees, she'll see my page and it's nice. She'll see it's
You
nice
just
and
go,
then
yeah,
and then
she's
good
seen
for
other
you.
nice ones.
Yeah.
And then why are you standing?
Ziko
How are
more.
you standing out? So
Yeah.
always prompt the client and put yourself in the best vantage point to be seen by that client. Because socials in a jar. Explore
Yeah,
page has
sana.
many people.
And me, that one on following up is very important. And another spin-off of following up is perseverance.
And resilience.
Yes,
You will need it.
you will
Don't just say
need
modeling
it.
is my passion, content is my passion. Hey,
I'm
it
a
will beat you
modeler.
up. I'm a modeler by profession.
You
At
know,
least.
I know so many people who tell me, wow, Jean, I wish I'd be able to do what you're doing. So many people in my DM tell me, I wish I'd be able to do what you're doing. And
Why
I asked
can't
them,
they?
why aren't you? I went for one audition and they said no.
You will be told no 10 times. Be ready.
Me, actually, my thing that my sister and I have is that for every 10 tries, you get 1 yes.
Wow.
So if you've tried
Once. You need to try 12 times first to maybe get that one yes.
For every 10 tries, because my sister does real estate, so it's like for every 10 houses she shows, someone will take one. Me, for like every 10 proposals I send,
One
I'll
will
get
be
one.
accepted.
You know, you have to try in these streets. Hakuna mtu mwenye anangoja tu kupe opportunities. Nobody.
And you can't
it
give
will
up on
never
yourself.
happen. If you give up on yourself now, what will the other people do?
Yeah,
'Cause
you miss
know what has to
100%
be
of the
in
shots you
yourself.
don't take. So you don't take the shot, you don't like. Back to my point about not auditioning. And
Sandy
being
has tell Sandy to come for auditions. Sandy, you need to come for auditions.
To be standing in the sun for 1 hour.
No. Even in the last casting call, I don't know whether or not he was auditioning, but Nick was there, and I was like, if Nick is coming for auditions, who am I?
Nick?
Mutuma.
Oh, for real?
Yes.
An audition.
Yes.
And here I am.
So if Nick
a producer
is-
for shows that are on Netflix.
is
But here I
auditioning.
am.
Who are we?
Okay,
Let's
so
see.
be resilient about it. I know it's very hard to be in a job where how you look it is like your value. You know,
You're
it's
judged
not that
already
you're an accountant, you
by-
can write numbers and not show your face.
Yeah. You're
Your
already
work-
judged.
Your
halfway
peer is
by-
like, hey, this is it.
And then after how you appear, something also that will determine whether or not you're called back for a job or you get more jobs is your character.
Yeah.
Like, are you a good person to work with?
Do
you
we
know,
enjoy
do we
working
enjoy
with you?
having
Would
you
you
on
like
set?
it back?
Are you friendly? Do you make us feel like we'd like to work with you again? Are you sassy? Are you
Yeah.
always like grumpy? Are you always complaining? You
And
know.
also know that it's work. I know it's a very fine line because we work in arts and entertainment.
But
So,
ni
you know,
job.
office ni obvious. These are the four corners cubicle. You know,
We
this is
come
my
in
office.
at
I have to be
8 and then
professional.
end at
To nyonge
5.
tie, so you know to be professional. And with modeling, it's kind of different. It's a different
It's a
space.
bit
The stylist
freer.
is in your space, and after
Yeah.
you're
But you
listening to
still
music.
need to realize
It's
that
still
you're
your
in a
job.
job.
Yeah, you can't be sassy over there in the corner, mufura, you're grumpy,
Umefura- oh,
you're
hatujapewa
complaining.
food. Maybe my logo, if you've watched my other video, please have a look at it on the startup app.
Yeah.
Carry your own food,
Carry
carry your
your
own
snack.
drinks. Me, actually, these days when I book a job, I usually ask beforehand, will you be providing food?
If
If
you
not,
want, take care
imagine
of
maybe
yourself.
sometimes you're being paid. Okay, I don't talk about how much I earn on the internet,
Yeah.
but imagine lunch yako plus drink inaweza hata inaweza kustuso 200.
Just, yeah. Sort yourself
200.
out.
Eh?
When we're doing a lot of runways, especially, I used to really dislike it when models complain about the clothes they're given for a runway. I'm like, we're hangers. It's our job to just walk and come back. It's not about, we are not told to
Yeah.
like sijui nini.
I'm guilty
We're-
about that.
hatujakuja
I'll
nini.
answer.
Yeah, because
once,
like there's
you know.
sometimes you're in backstage and there's many of you, so you don't know who's who. You've already said, this dress is so ugly. The person who maybe created that dress or their assistant or their someone is just in the corner listening to how you said it's an ugly dress. You think they're going to ever call you again. It doesn't need to be your stylist. You don't get to take the whole runway home. Our force to buy. Yeah. They're not forcing you to wear it. So you don't have to like it. Just work it the best way you can and then leave. It's like, that's it. You can go and wear your nice clothes at home, the ones in your closet.
Yeah,
But don't especially be overt like, oh, I hate. Like, it's showing that you hate what you're wearing.
Yeah.
You hate the hair you've been putting. Just, you can remove it at the end of the show.
Okay, I'd like to say I'm guilty of that
Yeah.
somewhat, but let me just put it in the sense that I feel like whenever I'm doing a job and I genuinely think I look good and I genuinely like what I'm in, oh my god, it
You
shows.
do the best.
It shows.
It
It
showed
shows,
in your
and
most
I do
recent
the
BTS.
best. You know,
It
you
show it. I
I'll
could tell
put that
that you're
link below.
feeling
You
the-
know, you're like, I look good, I feel good. You even want to wear this dress, you'll walk your best. If it's a shoot, you'll do your best. I feel as opposed to when you wear something that you're not
You
really
dislike.
feeling, you'll be like, oh my god, man, I don't even
Really
wear
nice.
off shoulder.
My
Like it
shoulders
will
are
even
wide.
show in the shots. You're like insecure, but. Of course, I'll still do the job, but even till today, I feel like if I like what I'm shooting in, my work is 10 times better than when I don't.
I'm sure.
And I know that it should not be important because you're just here as a hanger, as you've said. It should not be important whether or not I like it. But I feel like from within, kuna vile tu nafeel.
And I think it's important that you said that you know you're guilty of it because that means it's something you can work on.
Exactly.
If you don't know that, sometimes your face is doing things you don't know it's doing. Or you just
so I make that conscious.
I've seen someone be removed from the runway before we walked because they said something grumpy and the backstage manager was not having it. They're just like, okay, you don't like it, so bounce.
That's why they give someone that clothes isn't fitting exactly.
What they want to cause someone between those sizes, and that's just like
I still do it, even if I don't like what I'm wearing. You guys didn't pay me to like what I'm wearing. You know,
it's not about that.
It's not about me. It's about
you're not here to give reviews.
And sometimes you're given that item because that is what looks best on you. And it's how
and that's
they
what
want it to
they
fit.
envisioned it.
Exactly.
I get that.
Yeah, so it's something that I realized and I'm cautious about that. Okay. But I do know deep in my heart that when I like what I'm wearing, my work is better.
It'll just so.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, so actually on the same note that I forgot to mention, I forgot to mention in the when you're going for auditions, etc., when you're also going for jobs. Yeah, when you're both going for the auditions and when you land the job, I think I mentioned this in my former post, but it's still very important. It's okay if I'm mentioning it twice, but it's about the innerwear.
Okay.
Your bra, your pants. It has to be either black or nude, and for your pants, if you're not wearing a thong, it has to be seamless.
Yes.
And it's very important. It has to be very important even when you're going for auditions, because sometimes when you're going for auditions for clothing lines, they'll ask you to wear something, you know.
Yeah.
And
let's see what you look like in
exactly. And me, what usually what?
I'll tell you after.
Get out. Oh my god, yeah, I even thought that's my pet peeve. Yeah. It's very important, and me, my go-to is usually a strapless bra. I have one in black and one in nude. I don't know if I can show you guys. Unworn.
Maybe insert here.
Yeah.
You will decide.
Even right now, I'm wearing the strapless one. I feel
I
like
like it because it goes with anything.
Exactly.
If you can off-shoulder, you don't have to
anything.
start unclasping.
And you know the way a strapless bra fits you. You know how her shirt shape here is. That's how a strapless bra is.
Yeah.
A normal
so
bra, it usually goes up like this. So even when you put in the straps back in, it still has that line of here.
Yeah.
As opposed to a strapless one that just is seamless.
I
Exactly. Yeah, so it's very important for you to wear the right inner garments. And if you know that,
if you know that,
like the story that you were giving, if you know you're going for a job, just wear the right inner garments. Sandy told
I've
me.
I've even seen the same show. That show had problems. Like a designer who did her collection, she wasn't ready in time for the fitting. So we saw the clothes just before we walked, and a lot of her clothes were white. However, I don't think this should matter because if you were wearing, like you said, nude or black, it wouldn't matter.
But for white, even
someone
nude, black.
Black, exactly. Now someone had a neon pink thong, and I'm just like, so you see, now your only option would be to take it off, and I'm like, maybe the designer doesn't want to take. Maybe it's
and
like a romper that fits
that
perfectly. Imagine, like no one wants it all up in you, and there's someone who had underwear that was showy. And then so the designer
said the designer asked her to take her off. The slit was up to her stomach and her
everything was everywhere. So just don't put yourself in that situation. Kwanza now in this era of social media, someone see you in the paper now. You know forever. Or there's a picture that's taken.
And also me, I won't act like these are things that I knew. Oh, I've always known that. No, me, I've also been guilty of them. There's a commercial that when I was shooting, I was wearing a pink pant. Now the best part is when this trouser was not fitting me well and my pants over here, the back was showing, and we were supposed to dance in that commercial. I just had to wear my black tights inside, honestly. And from there, my friend was like, oh, how whenever she goes for a job, my friend now was a dancer. She was like, she always wears either if it's a black bra and a black biker short. And I was like, oh, wait a minute.
So smart. Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, and that's how I knew.
And I'm sure she learned that by experience. She didn't wake up and she's like, by the way, biker
and you know
shorts.
the thing about when you're a dancer, you can be asked to wear a crop top, or you can wear very short shorts, or a skirt, or a size of
and then you're moving
exactly.
around.
So you have to be with very comfortable underwear. Yeah, so even me, I would act like, oh my god, I always knew. Those are the things we've learned on the way.
And I know we're babes and we're talking about our experience as female models, but this is for the male models as well. Please don't wear like boxer briefs that have writing over commando, Rambo, none of that.
Yeah, it has to be as plain as possible.
Yes, just
black,
like,
and black socks in case you're going for a job that would require you to have your own black socks, black shoes.
Please,
sneakers or official.
Or both, you know.
Yeah.
Your ballers, we know.
Aye.
They got the money.
Yeah, so
is there anything left out?
No, I don't think there is. If there's anything that you guys feel like we've left out, please make sure you let us know in the description. But I'd like to close by saying that perseverance is everything in modeling.
And
like,
resilience.
You learn it on the way. Nobody has it. May I cry sometimes? Do you ever cry?
Yeah. Sometimes I want something so bad.
And then you don't get it. May I cry? I'm not going to lie. Sometimes I'm so hurt. I cry.
Like, I remember when I started out, I really wanted Samantha Bridal. It was like the go-to show. And
I got Samantha Bridal thanks to Sandy, you guys.
And it's after we did a runway together in December.
And I remember
she told
I was
me, she was like, send me your pictures and I'll send you mine, and then we'll fight each other for work. Kidogo. I sent it to the casting manager for Samantha Bridal, and she just got in like that.
Because I told Sandy, and that is one thing about modeling, networking is so important. Key. When you go for a job, network with the models, network
don't go
with
sit in a corner there.
Because I used to tell Sandy, because I saw she had done Samantha Bridal, she's done it 4 times. Oh my god, I'm so sad.
That's why I was going with this story.
I'm so sad I couldn't do my second one. I don't know
because of
my
Paula, it's your hair.
So yeah, so I told Sandy, I saw that she'd done it, and I was so interested in doing it, and she was friends with the agency that casts for it.
Yeah.
So she referred me. I was called in, and they liked me, and they took
like,
me.
This is the one. I remember I wanted it so bad because I had white hips, and that was one of the few shows that was taking curvy girls from back in the day.
I love it because when we were actually at the job, this is the first time where they look at you and they're like, I think your bust is too small, and I'm like, wow!
Usually it's like,
wow, your bust is too big, your hips are too big. I was so impressed. I love it because they want the more fuller people.
Yes.
How
and
actual
a real representation
Kenyan
of Kenyan
ladies
women.
look like.
Because brides, everyone gets married.
And I loved it because one of she's my now friend, but I just met her at the Samantha Bridal audition. She had short hair. They're like, yes, please make sure there's this model with short hair.
They try and
that.
put in
I
everyone.
love that.
So I really, really wanted Samantha and Kitambo. They used to do a very small closed casting. Your hips had to be 40 at least for you to get into the casting.
I'm a 40
so I got to 2 or 3 closed castings, but after that they never called me. Actually, I was so sad. I used to cry about this. Before long, I got in and I did it 4 times in a row. So perseverance, I never gave up.
If you went the first time and you got a no, and then the second time and got a no, you would have never done it.
Like, okay, I guess not.
And in the event that the job that Sandy and I did, if I was bitchy to you,
I would
if I was being so standoffish to you, I wouldn't even have even interactive to you, I would never have done. Maybe in the future, but I would never have done the January Samantha Bridal, and it wouldn't have been because of you. You know? So that shows that when you go for a job, one, you have to be very social. You have to network because you don't know where your next job will come
but
from.
you can still be friendly and warm, even like it's work.
Don't be standoffish. It's oh my goodness, it's very important to network. I've gotten so many jobs from such. You go for someone calls you for a job, and that photographer likes you and calls you for their job. You know,
or the
that's
stylist.
That's stylist.
Remember you.
Like me, if I start saying the referrals I've gotten. There's a commercial I've done, and then the stylist called me for a shoot for Saturday Magazine.
Wow.
Saturday Magazine, I met actually Parks. Parks I've shot for hers. And I met Sandra, and Sandra I've shot for her hair, and I've shot for Pax's bikinis. Like, and it's a never ending. I can guarantee it's a never ending.
I really like it. Even like with, let's say, free work, because magazines don't pay, like daily magazines, newspapers, they don't pay. They pull out, the free pull out in the magazine doesn't pay. But don't think about it like, oh, I'm going to do free work, because it's such a
you don't
huge,
know who's going to see you.
I know, like people, a lot of people like saying, oh, platform, and
I hate you to exposure, but in the terms of magazine, it's a very
what
good
exposure
platform.
means. It's supposed to actually expose you. So someone telling you and for you with exposure, and then the photographer, you don't even like their work, the makeup artist is work. It's not something you can use in your own portfolio, so why would you do that? But something like Eve Woman, Saturday Magazine, those are things that can build your portfolio. And every time I've done Eve Woman or Saturday Magazine, I've gotten paid work after that. Even when I did Saturday magazine, now the designer who made those clothes liked me, and they were like, okay, I'm paying you now to do my shoot with those clothes as well. Someone else sent me clothes from the shoot. I was just like,
this industry is just intertwined like this. Actually, the show that Sandy and I did where we met, she was Mukarigi.
Yes.
And you won't believe that when I showed up for the Eve Woman shoot, that was referred by Sandy as well. Whose clothes was I modeling once again? And when Karegi saw me, she was really happy because she liked how her clothes looked on me, and I was so happy because I genuinely liked the clothes, you know.
Yeah.
So you guys will just meet. You'll meet somewhere.
You might be mean or standoffish to someone, and then you meet at another job, and then like, I can't work with this person.
Yeah, like no, this is not the person I want to represent my clothes.
Exactly.
And she can say
what if
that
she said that day that this jean girl was not good that day?
I
Find
did the
someone
fashion
else.
show. I don't know. Imagine, you know, she can't say that.
Yeah.
They're her clothes. What I do?
Oh my god,
guys, I feel like we're getting too passionate. We'll start talking about
is our passion, okay?
Yeah, we're getting a bit too passionate. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. I know a few of you come here just for the modeling videos, so I hope we've helped.
Yes.
Yeah, as I was saying the first time 20 minutes ago, that perseverance is everything. Make sure you try and try and try.
Keep trying. Never ever. You can't quit on yourself.
No, you
ever.
can't. You can't.
You have to be your number one fan.
You have to be your number one fan, your number one supporter, your number one believer. It's very important.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I had so much fun. Thanks for coming.
Hey, this is the third episode we showed today.
Yeah.
I'm just eating, drinking tea, more food, more tea,
changing clothes,
shooting. I love it. So much food.
God.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming.
You didn't say your outro, Aki.
No, we've not switched that.
Yeah,
and then we've done an episode on Sandy's channel as well, so make sure you check that out.
Please and thank you.
Yes, if you like this video, you know what to do. Make sure you drop a big thumbs up. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. And
always remember to be you and stay true.
bye.